Hey everyone. So I'm really excited to be here with Danielle. Me and Danielle worked together a few months ago, actually. She went through my food relationship program, and it was really awesome too, because I remember when Danielle reached out, she's like, basically, it's like, do I have to be a competitor to go through this? I was like, no. And she lives the healthy lifestyle. She loves going to the gym. And so I was so excited to help her with her relationship with food. So Danielle, can you tell everyone what inspired you to join, or like what you were going through before that, made you reach out?
Yeah, absolutely. So the first thing that comes to mind is that through I've been trying to lose weight and doing the whole yo-yo dieting for years now. And I through learning more about the fitness industry and about nutrition in general, and I'm a nurse, so going to nursing school, I started to have more of the education, but I was still struggling. And it took me a long time to realize that it really had nothing to do with oh, just work out this day and eat this. It had more of the relationship. And I somehow stumbled across your Instagram and started watching your stories and seeing your posts. And then it clicked, and I was like, wait a minute, it was almost like a golden ticket where I was like, holy, what? This is it. This isn't, it's not oh, you need a personal trainer to tell you to do 30 minutes of cardio and then let's do these exercises for back. It was so much more than that. So I feel like that's what led me to you and made me want to do the program, because for me it was like I said, it was that missing key, the golden ticket.
Yeah, because you had all the tools. Like, I know you're
Mhm.
training, you are,
Mhm.
you know what you need to do for nutrition. It was just like that one missing link. And so
Yeah.
working together to really dig into what was holding you back was a big deal, and establishing
Yeah.
new habits and behaviors and thoughts.
Yes. Yeah.
So, like, looking back on the program and even applying it to where you're at now, how did it help you to overcome those struggles and difficulties? And like, what were some of your big takeaways?
Um, I would say my biggest takeaway was just like implementing the tools that you pretty much gave me, which was finding a couple things to do in the moment of weakness. So for me, I'm more likely to almost binge eat or go to fast food for my emotions, whether it's happy, sad, angry, or anxiety, more so anger and anxiety. And so my biggest takeaway was when we, talked and decided that let's do the two activities of journaling and crocheting. And I would say like I said, even for me to still be doing those without you still coaching has been big. And now it's almost at a point where I'll go to them without even realizing it. As before, it was okay, no, she told you, if you're in this emotion, to go towards this instead of going to McDonald's or to going to Taco Bell. So it's refreshing, and I would say that's probably the biggest takeaway and probably my most favorite, because now I have those two things to go back to.
That's awesome. Yeah, I love to
Yeah.
hear that. There's a lot of girls who like reach out about the program, and like they see testimonials, they see conversations like this,
Hmm.
and they're like, "Oh, this is awesome. This is like what I want to do and what I want to achieve." And they
Yeah.
don't know if it's possible to maintain those
Hmm.
things. And I love that you
Yeah.
took two of the tools, two of the golden nuggets, and have been able to actually create a literally a new neural pathway for it, where
Hmm.
it required you to commit to it, and it required like, okay, I actually have to like implement and practice this, which is
Yes.
difficult at first. And a lot of girls, I think, oh, it's supposed to happen like that. But
Yeah.
you're a good example that it requires that practice and commitment.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it
Good.
honestly happened without thinking. It was you would think about it, and then all of a sudden you were doing it without thinking about it. And then it wasn't until afterwards where I think I had one moment where I was oh my, the light bulb went off, and I was like, wait a minute, this is what she taught me, or this is what she had me implement, and now I'm doing it without being oh, she told you to do this.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I love that. It's meant to become like first or second nature. So it's kind
Hmm.
of like it's literally the replacing the, oh, I'm gonna drive through fast food with, oh, I'm gonna
Hmm.
go journal. And it's like it just it's now your
Mhm.
autopilot has shifted, which
Yeah.
is what we want. And I'm really happy that's the case for you. And I appreciate you sharing your main takeaway
Of
too,
course.
because I know other people watch this and be like, oh, I could start trying that and they could
Mhm.
benefit. Now, of course, obviously the
Yeah.
tools and the program itself goes much more in depth as you talked about, but I
Yeah.
want to know like why you would recommend someone else join, even someone who's not a competitor.
Um, I would say like because again, it's exactly like why I wasn't as successful before because I feel like it's so like drilled into people when they're trying to be a certain type of healthy way, whether that's building muscle or leaning out for a show or for not. Like for me, I'm no bikini competitor. So I think people, like, I think it's like, it could be anyone's golden ticket. And I think that it doesn't matter where you are in your fitness industry. Like if you're struggling, or not fitness industry, but fitness journey. If you're struggling and you have the tools, something's still not clicking, like I really do believe that this like food program, like coaching system is the golden ticket. Cause like, I mean, it worked for me. Like, of course I'm not perfect and I still struggle. And like I said, I still go back to like my possibly binge eating or going to fast food when I'm upset or whatnot. But at the end of the day, like I now have those tools that like I don't think I would have unless I would have gone to like an almost like an eating disorder coach, which is going to cost you hundreds upon thousands of dollars. You know, like you're that golden ticket for sure.
Thank you. That makes
You're
me so
welcome.
happy. I really
Yeah.
appreciate that. And I'm so proud of you and happy for how far you come. And I love how
Thank you.
real you are. You know, you keeping it
Yeah.
real. I want girls
Yeah.
to know, you know, some people go through it and they come out, they never, you know, really address it or deal with it again.
Mhm.
Other girls
Mhm.
come out and see like this is going to be a process I remain committed to. And I love that for you. It's
Yes.
something that, you know, is now happening naturally and that's going to benefit you over time. So I
Mhm.
appreciate you sharing that and
Of
that
course.
like I'm gonna be all like hurting my cheeks the rest of
Oh,
the
good.
so I appreciate that
Of
and
course.
I'm really excited that you shared that and hopefully inspired other people to take action.
Yeah,
So
I
thank
hope
you
so.
so much.
Of course.
So, anybody listening, if you are interested in this food relationship program, all you have to do is reach out to me directly, especially if you're watching this on social media. But of course, I'll put a link if you're watching anywhere else, and you guys can get the information for that. So, Danielle, thanks again.
Of course.